from Justice First Injury Law. How can I help?
Hi, Alex. I'm looking for a personal injury lawyer.
I understand this may be a difficult time. I'm here to listen and see how we can help. Can you briefly share what happened?
So I was rear-ended recently, and the driver actually.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, shit.
I'm
Demos.
sorry to hear that. It sounds like a tough situation. Can you tell me more about the incident? When did it happen?
It happened last Friday, and I was rear-ended, and the driver of the other car actually drove off.
That sounds really distressing. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Can you tell me what kind of injuries you sustained?
I haven't visited the hospital yet, but I do have some neck pain, which could be whiplash.
I understand, and I'm sorry you're experiencing that pain. It's important to get medical attention for those symptoms. Have you received any medical treatment since the accident?
Not yet, but I plan on visiting the urgent care soon.
That's a good decision. Getting checked out is important for your health. Do you have any information about the other driver, like whether you know who was responsible for the incident?
I don't. Unfortunately, they drove off.
I see. That can make things more complicated, but it's not uncommon. Have you had any contact with an insurance company regarding this incident?
Yes, I did alert my insurance company to the situation, and I have a claim out there.
Thank you for sharing that. It's good that you've already notified your insurance. Have you spoken to or hired any attorney regarding this matter?
Nope, that's why I'm calling you.
Got it. Thank you for clarifying. It sounds like you might benefit from legal guidance. Just to confirm, have you spoken to or hired any attorney regarding this matter?
Not yet.
Thank you for letting me know. Based on what you shared, it seems like your case may qualify for legal assistance. Let's get you scheduled for a free consultation with one of our attorneys. First, may I have your first name?
Matt.
Great, Matt. Can I have your last name, please?
It's Reis, R-E-I-S.
Thank you, Matt Rice. What's the best email to send your consultation details? Thank you. And lastly, could you share your phone number in case we need to reach you before the consultation? This will just take a sec. Thank you, Matt. I'll send you a calendar link now so you can choose a time that works best for you.
Great, thank you.
Oh, you could just end it there.
You're welcome. Matt, if you have any other questions or need assistance in the meantime, feel free to reach out. Take care, and I hope to speak with you soon.
Thanks.
Cool. So obviously you made a few mistakes, but what are your general thoughts on it?
Well, I mean, I was actually, it does sound, I mean, I could tell it was AI, not only because, like, you're telling me that,
Right.
but it was way more conversational than like a normal
Okay.
call-in bot, you know what I mean? A customer service prompt, standard thing. So I didn't feel as annoyed as you would with a prompt where you're going, well, they'll say, I'm sorry, if you want this, press 1. If you want this, press 2. So like that's an annoying experience. That didn't seem very annoying, and it did seem like there were the couple of hiccups in the beginning where they kind of repeated themselves on a couple of questions, but they seem to be jotting down the right information and getting to the crux of things. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, it's just a demo. It's not fully done yet, but obviously makes sense. And do you think like firms would like essentially see this as a cool system that they could implement? Because the way I plan to angle it is, if let's say for example after hours you're not there to answer your phone, so this AI obviously tweaking a few things will be there to answer all your after hours calls, compared to subscribing to like Ruby or something where they charge you crazy amount of fees for only 500 calls or something per month. So what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I say, I would see value as long as you can ensure that you're meeting the need. I'm not a lawyer by trade, right?
Yep,
But
yep.
Meet the needs of any sort of concerns that a lawyer would have, as far as like the type of information you can be sharing, the type of ensuring that the data that you're collecting is secure, that type of stuff, right? It seems like you're able to get and extract more information than, let's say, please leave your name and number and a description of what happened, which is probably what most of them do right now, right? Like, so if after hours, they'll just leave like a
generic message,
a 10 minute long voicemail with like all the details, whereas this can probably present the data in a better way to the lawyers as far as output. And it, again, after getting through maybe a couple of those tweaks with the AI bot, that would be like a smoother conversation. I feel like it would work well. I think like at the beginning, I agree with the lawyers. It would say you have to say like, this is like an AI,
right?
But I would follow that up with, I'm very effective at capturing all the correct information and getting you to the right lawyer.
Right. Cool. Give me 1 second, just taking notes real quick. Yeah, I agree with that, because one lawyer I was talking to on the DMs on Instagram yesterday, that was one of his questions. Was it, will the AI be able to, one, announce itself, and two, if the lead wants to talk to a human, can the AI redirect that call to my phone? For example, like in the middle of the night or something. I don't know why that lawyer would want to answer the call in the middle of the night, but yeah, those are the few questions that I've been getting from most law firms that I'm talking to. They still are hesitant to adapt to it, but I've been making content online and I'm seeing the traction slowly start to build, kind of like a snowball effect, where I'm in a bunch of Facebook groups and just sharing my knowledge about AI and kind of educating them how to do it properly. Because I feel like their main stigma is AI is going to take over my job. And to some extent it is, but I have this saying that I say in my content. It's AI will not replace lawyers, but it's lawyers who leverage AI will replace other lawyers who are not leveraging AI. Does that make sense?
That's the right response, and that's the same thing in every business.
Exactly.
Not just being a lawyer, but 100% agree. The one thing that it would be interesting to know if the lawyers find value, but if the AI was able to provide some guidance on what an average hourly billing rate would be, because that's what the consumers are gonna probably be calling about, right? I don't know if they want to wait until actually the lawyer gets a chance to talk to them or not,
right?
But that would be some pieces of information that may be up to the law firm if they want to have the AI give them a range or examples of what type of billing arrangement there would be.
That is true. And the way we plan to tackle that is, obviously this was a demo. I actually don't run a law firm, so we don't have that data. But let's say, for example, you were a client and you had your own law firm. We'll prompt engineer the voice assistant with your own data. So anything on your website, your previous results, and all that stuff. And we'll also be able to prompt it to not guarantee results, because obviously we're sharing our previous wins, but we don't want it to promise the leads that this is the same type of win you will get if you go with us. So everything is under a custom knowledge base that we're able to train the voice assistant on.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, man. Any other thoughts, concerns, questions about it?
No, I mean, I thought, it was just one interaction, but I thought it was much more conversational than the regular customer service prompt experience that you have. So you could tell the minor hiccups.
Yeah.
So but I know that AI will learn as it goes.
Yeah.
And I guess I would say your biggest challenge, as you're finding out, is getting lawyers on board with this. So how do you find those personal injury lawyers, if you're going to target them first, to embrace this type of technology for their firm? The other thing that you may want to think about is how could you position some value into cost savings for them. Either this experience will drive more business for you, or this experience is going to save you the need to fund a human assistant for like half the time or something like that. Some ways to at least put why would they invest in this, right? They always need a return on their investment, and a lot of these personal injury lawyers are probably they're probably just entrepreneurs themselves, just working on their own. So
I totally agree with that. And on my content, I lean towards I touch a bit on saving money, but leaning more towards getting more clients, because speed is everything. If a lead calls you and you don't answer, they're going to go back to Google and call the next firm, right? So on my content, my sort of angle that I'm trying to approach it is, if you use this AI, you're able to capture more potential customers who are calling you, instead of them having to call you, go to voicemail, and then go to your other firm who's going to answer that call and take that lead from you, if that makes sense. Yeah.
So what is the output? So say the lawyer comes in the next day, there was like 3 calls that came in overnight.
Right.
How is the output kind of configured so that it's really easy to understand the situation, and that lawyers, I guess that's another value point that you could bring up to the lawyers, is like your reports that you'll get that have captured the data are going to be helpful in you landing these clients. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what the output looks like, but that would be another selling point if you're able to service it to the lawyers in a digestible way that helps them either be faster or get more clients.
Right. Yep. And that totally makes sense. And one of the kind of output of it is the confirmed call scheduled, or the consultation scheduled, because as you heard, it's going to send you an email. It's not going to, because this was a demo, but if you're a real lead, it will send you a Calendly link. You pick a date and time that works best for you and the lawyer, and then once you book that call, it will show up on their phone. You got a consultation today at this time. And then the second output would be that issue spotting. So it's collecting everything that you just told it, and then structures it in a way that's easy to consume for the lawyer. So it will be like, you got a call at 1:30 a.m. in the morning. The caller was Matt. He had a car accident at this, and this. Everything that you just told it, structures it in a way that's easy to understand. That way, before the consultation, the lawyer comes in, looks at the notes on the CRM. He's like, all right, cool. Let me ask him even more questions. And then on the consultation, they'll be able to decide whether to onboard the case or not.
Yeah, great. Yeah. And then one last thing that I just can't remember if I was going through it. So when I was providing the information, don't think that they were repeating it back, or the AI was. I think that's probably important, just to make sure that the person knows that, even though that it's probably captured well, you just acknowledge that the AI heard
Yeah.
the right information.
Okay.
So that
Cool.
would
Cool.
be one other thing. Just make sure, like with the phone number and the email and the name, just that you have all the right correct stuff.
Cool. 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 Yeah, that's amazing feedback. Well, yeah, thank you so much for your time again, Matt. I know it's kind of like last minute.
Hey, yeah, good
I
luck.
hit you
Let
up.
me know how it goes. And yeah, best of luck.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much. Again, I can't thank you enough for all this few minutes that you spare for me. And obviously, I'll keep you posted with things. And then I'll edit this video, send it to you so that you have it. Obviously, I'll blow out your information or whatever. But
Okay.
yeah, chop it up and put it on TikTok or something like that.
All right.
All right,
Thanks,
sounds
Leo.
good. Yep. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.